if you're trying to sell a home right now, I have a message for you. Don't take offense, but home equity is not actual currency. Until that money comes into an account at closing, you don't get to spend it, you don't get to roll it into your next house, or you don't cash a check until a buyer actually shows up and says, yes, I'm buying this house for this amount. And until then, it's just a number on a piece of paper. And that number is not based on what your home was worth in 2021. It's based on what your neighbor's house sold for, and the other neighbor on the other road, what they sold for. And it's not based on what you need to walk away with either. It's based on what a buyer is willing to pay in this actual market at this time right now. And this market, yeah, it's super weird. So some homes are sitting for weeks with barely a showing, and others can get full price offers. I've even still seen multiple offers in this market. So buyers are coming in to this market very cautious, critical, and with a whole lot of say and power in the negotiations. And they know it, and they're using it. They are not afraid to walk if they don't feel like the value is there, or they don't feel like the seller is going to work with them. And even if it's not the buyers, it's going to be their agent. So if your home hasn't sold yet, that doesn't mean that your agent isn't doing their job. Most of us are out there giving it 200% and more. Pro photos and video, open houses, where they work, online exposure, reverse prospecting, reverse offers, proactive calls before showings, all of it. But when a home sits on the market, it usually comes down to two things, and that is price and perception. And buyers either don't think a house is priced right, or they don't feel that it's worth the price that's being asked for it once they get inside. And look, none of us want to say, hey, lower the price, lower the price, lower the price. But sometimes that is the last lever that can be pulled when everything else is being done right. So I'm not saying this to get anyone super discouraged. I'm just having some real talk here and saying it because more sellers, I think, need to hear a true story, not the sugar-coated one, not the highlight reel. This market is slow and it's tough. And it's easy for some houses, some of the time, these little anomalies, but that tests everyone's patience because it's hard to know exactly what's happening all the time. But if your realtor knows the market and is paying attention to it, it's just going to take some strategy, and more strategy than it did a few years ago. It's going to take a little more time on market, and it's going to take pricing really strategically. And right now you may be second guessing everything, but just take a breath, step back, and know this. It's not just you that's going through this. And if you're my client, I'm right in the middle of it with you. I have seen markets in real estate like this, and homes still sell. In fact, my numbers are staying consistent. I'm still selling the same amount of homes every year, even in these down markets, because I'm in it for the long haul. I'm here to see it through with you and get your property sold if that's what you need. But a question to ask yourself in this market is, at what point do I no longer want to be a seller? Because if there's a number that you can effectively say, I don't want to sell anymore at that number, then you want to price your house above it, price your house at what number you're still willing to be a seller. And if it won't sell at that right now, you may want to just hold off for a better market. And I'm not the type of agent that's going to come in at an appointment with you and give you what you want to hear. I'm going to give it to you for real and be overly honest and just let you know, hey, it probably will sell for this. And yes, we can test the market, but I don't want to waste your time or my time and just be throwing things on the market that I know, based on the stats and what I'm seeing with buyers, are actually not going to work or going to sell. So I'll give it to you straight. Jessica Cheriton here in Salida, Colorado, always honest and real with you. This market is interesting, and you just need to know that equity is just a number on a piece of paper until it's money in the bank. So that's it for today, and that's my real estate tip for today. Have a good one.